Welcome to News in Alberta. This is Special Ed. Today we're looking at my audit of Sunrise Cannabis in Bonnyville, Alberta.
Well, this is Special Ed with News Now Alberta. Today we're doing an audit. Sunrise Cannabis. They have apparently have some mystery bags. And that's the building right here. They're right on 50th Ave, which is Main Street. So it's been 8 years since cannabis has been legalized everywhere in Canada. 2001 is when it was legalized for special applications. You needed like doctor's notes and stuff like that, right? Like it was really restricted. But in 2018 was legalized everywhere in Canada, and then all these little stores started popping up. And a few years after that, they legalized edibles and all that stuff. From what I heard, uh, these guys have like everything. Apparently, they have the hot chocolate, the tea, the coffee, the chocolate, all kinds of candies, even some drinks and stuff like that. All cannabis filled. So, so they apparently have a big variety of stuff. Like I said, we're just on Main Street. You don't see much in the store. They have all their blinds down, and they have this big earth with looks like the sun around it. It's their logo. From what I heard, they're very decent people here. So we'll see how that goes. They are open, but it is still morning, so I don't know how long I'll do these audits today. I'm very sore, and my medication doesn't seem to want to kick in. I do have my cane, but still, still very sore. Right next door is the Royal LePage Norton Lights Realty, so they sell houses next to the pot store. This is nice, and then they have a law office next to the pot store. It's warm today for have my mask on my face. Uh, we'll see how that goes. So they do have requests available. So I don't know what you want to request, but apparently they can make some stuff for you. Even have the surprise bags. So might be still a little early for pot store. And as you see, I do not block sidewalks ever. I make sure of that. I'm on the side here where the trees are planted, and so you don't have an excuse that I'm blocking the sidewalk or the front entrance or anything of the kind, because it's not what I do. I could be way up to their window actually if I wanted to, legally, um, but I don't. It's not the kind of audits that I do. It's usually a busy town. It's an oil field town in Alberta, so oil field towns in Alberta are busy. Not big enough to be a city, but it's a pretty big place. I've done the audit of the RCMP here, and I've done the audit of town hall. The RCMP, asked what I was doing, and I said I was working on a project, and that was it. Uh, they asked if they could help. I said no, and that was basically it. Town hall was a different story. Town hall, the guy came out, you're violating these people's rights by filming them in public, and all that fun stuff. He calmed down after the RCMP appeared and told him that there's nothing he could do. So as you can see, they have the one video camera in the corner, and they have a video camera on the other corner there for Royal LePage. So the same camera, so it probably came with the building for them. Royal LePage could use a little spruce up on their front door. Looks like the thing was done quite a while ago. The logo has been there for quite a few years. And there's a woman in the Royal LePage door right there staring at me. So yeah, so pot has been legal for 8 years in Canada under Justin Trudeau. That prime minister that showed off that he smokes pot, and that also showed off that his brother was in jail for drugs, and his dad, being a former prime minister, got him out by using his connections. Uh, Now, of course, there's not going to be any connections anymore. You're allowed to have uh, your pot and all your edibles and stuff like that. You just have to be careful in the car. It's like alcohol, right? Uh, the laws are a bit different for alcohol, for pot and alcohol here, but and they're a bit different than the U.S. states where drugs are legal. Um, they have quite the weird rules here in Canada. Now, I don't drink, but I am a big believer in our rights, and Canada has this law that if a cop stops you for any reason, they could breathalyze you. A cop can stop you just to breathalyze you, even if he doesn't have reasonable grounds that you've been drinking. Uh, Now, the courts have said that it's a violation of rights, which it is. I don't like the idea, and but they said it's a violation of your rights, but they'll accept it anyway. And the Supreme Court doesn't even want to hear the court cases about this. If you refuse to do the breathalyzer, you can be arrested, even if you're not drunk. Uh, and they can catch you for speeding, light out, or just to check your ID, and then make you breathalyze on the side of the road. Uh, and yeah, our Supreme Court's just not doing anything about it. It's accepted. It violates your rights, but we're going to do it anyway. Not many customers here at 11 o'clock in the morning, or noon, I should say. Aurora LePage people seem a bit more interested in what I was doing. There's quite a bit of shops on this main road here. It's nice to see a main street busy. They don't have a mall in Bonnyville or anything like that that takes the business away from Main Street. So, as you can tell, there's flower shops, and Dragonfly Center, and laundromat. So, I love main streets when they're still very occupied. Now you look at Cold Lake; they have a small mall and they have shops like that. But uh, Main Street is still a main street. It still has the shops and stuff like that in Cold Lake, uh, and it still has, some of the shops close and some open up in their places, but at least still businesses there. I've noticed that when I was in St. Paul, it's the same thing. Everything's on the main street. They don't have malls or anything. And also, when I went to Lloydminster, it's totally different. The highway is where everything is. They have malls and malls and malls. You look at the old Main Street, there's not much in Lloydminster anymore. And all these little places like that. Of course, Edmonton has stores everywhere, but and Calgary, and but these little towns, I love seeing a main street in these little towns. So not much is happening here.
Oh, I'm over here.
Hmm?
What are you recording?
Just making a project.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. A sweet old lady. I didn't want her on camera and stuff like that. She was nice and just asked what I was doing, which is they're right. That's what I'm doing, and my right to do it. So I do not have my business cards on me. I left them at home. So, and I do have my no ID card, which is basically police accountability card, made or the Canadian for police accountability. It's a no ID card. And that phone number there is a lawyer's office, which is a lawyer's office that is takes on cases against police and stuff like that. And in the back is all my rights that I have to not ID and ask for a lawyer, and I don't have to ID. The cops in Cold Lake were not impressed by that card, but I was arrested in Cold Lake uh, for filming a church and not IDing. I do have a complaint against them, and I'm not sure if I'll do a lawsuit or not for it, but I'm thinking about it. Because most judges in Canada will cover for cops no matter what they do. So it's a bit hard to get a lawsuit against the police in Canada. It's not as easy as it is in the US. And money wise, they don't give you anything for violating rights in Canada. The judges don't care. If you haven't been hurt, then they don't really care that your rights are violated. Okay. Well, no action, nothing here. Uh, Said they either don't know I'm here or they respect my rights to do it. Or La Paz next door were a little curious. She came and asked, and I told her, and uh, and I told them what I was doing, and it seemed to be okay with them. So that's great. I don't know if they see me or not, but I'll give them a pass. They should. They have a camera right there. So, so that's going to be it here for Sunrise Cannabis.
As you can see, there was no contact with the owner or workers at Sunrise Cannabis. No police, nothing. So this might be kind of a long video. But check out my podcast on police accountability files, hosted by Special Ed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.